I keep trying to tell y'all, fantasy basketball championships are not won during the season. They are, in fact, won during the offseason. We about to give you the first look at hashtag basketball.com's ADP data. We believe every NBA fan should support fantasy basketball content. So we're going to take a look at the top 50 off the rip. We got Nikola Jokic at number 1. As you can see over here at ESPN, he is coming in at 1.6 for his ADP, and for Fantrax, it's 1.3. As you can also see here, there's a blend between the two sites. At the moment, there is no Yahoo data. Of course, at number 2, we know we're going to see either SGA or Wemby. In this case, right now, they're using, it appears to be the combined blended score. We have SGA at number 2. And then at number 3, we have Victor Wembanyama. And then number 4, my man, someone I am super high on, especially in points leagues. We got Luka Doncic. Next up, we got Giannis. He's going higher in a lot of other spaces. So this is interesting to see the blended score and how he's coming down into that bottom of the top 5. It's worth noting that you can see here in Fantrax, he's 7.3, whereas ESPN, he's 4.7. A lot of that has to do with the fact that on Fantrax, you have more category league players, and on ESPN, you have a bunch of points leagues players. It's also worth noting that Fantrax has a bunch of super duper experienced, like sickos, drafting over there, where on ESPN, we see a lot of newcomers to the game, as well as people who have just been playing for a couple of years. So that's something you want to keep in mind as well when analyzing this data. And then when we get the Yahoo data come in, it'll help to kind of balance things out all the way. After Giannis, we have Anthony Edwards, and he's showing up at 6.8 for ESPN, 7.5 for Fantrax, and the combined blended score of 7.2. And then we have Anthony Davis over here at 7. And then we have Cade Cunningham at 8. I love that. Everyone knows I am super high on Cade Cunningham this year. And this is just an absolute pleasure to see him coming in this high at, it appears to be number 7. Let me count. They don't have the numbers here. They don't have the column for numbers here, guys. So I got to do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he's at 8. He's at 8. Then at number 9, we have Karl Anthony Towns. At 10, we have Trae Young. At 11, James Harden. James Harden is going way lower in ESPN league. So this is stunning data. Look at this. 18.4. He's going at the 18th pick in ESPN leagues. Let that sink in. But then on the Fantrax side of things, he's in the top 10 at 9.9. His average is 14.2. After James Harden, we have Steph Curry, and that rounds out the top 12. And then we'll go into the top of the second round. We got Domantas Sabonis at the top of the second round. That would be number 13. He's at ESPN 9.4. At Fantrax, all the way down to 20. Again, a lot of category league players on Fantrax. So that's a big reason why he's so much lower there. But then you can see the blended combined score. He's at about 14.7. Then you have LeBron, father of time, James, over here at the 14th pick. And he's coming in at 10.4 for ESPN, 19.5 for Fantrax. Wow. Then we have my man Jalen Brunson at the 11.5 for ESPN, 21.8 for Fantrax, and 16.7 blended score. After Jalen Brunson, we have Kevin Durant, 18.1 for ESPN, 17.3 for Fantrax, and then 17.7 blended score. So that's a pretty close comparison between the two sites, to see him at 18.1 at ESPN and then for Fantrax at 17.3. So that's something we really want to pay attention to. And now let's talk about Devin Booker. I want to take a minute to just do a bit of a deep dive on Devin Booker. Devin Booker's coming in here. It looks like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17th pick off the board, middle of the second round. For ESPN, he's going at 23. Let that sink in. And then higher for Fantrax at 14.8. And the blended score is 18.9. Now, I've been on a record that I am very high on Devin Booker this year. We've seen this before from Devin Booker. When he has to do more, when he has more responsibility in terms of running the offense, distributing the basketball, keeping the offense flowing, he just does really well. So I wanted to take a quick look over here at Data Baller and take a look at some of his previous stats. So in 2025, he averaged 25.6 points per game, 7.1 assists, 4.1 rebounds. And in 2024, he averaged 27.1 points per game, 6.9 assists, 4.5. Now, check this out. In 2023, he averaged 27.8, 5.5, 4.5 rebounds. And then in 2022, 26.8 points per game, 4.8 assists. We see a big decrease there. And then 5 rebounds per game. And then in 2021, he averaged 25.6, 4.3 assists, and 4.2 rebounds. I'm confident that he's going to be worth a second round pick. If he is falling to that middle of the second round, bottom of the second round, I would go after him. I'm not super high on him like some, like I'm not going to get him at the back end of the first round, but definitely once that middle of the second round comes, you want to make sure you're securing Devin Booker. So after Devin Booker, we have Donovan Mitchell going at the 22.7 for ESPN, 17.5 for Fantrax, and then the average is 20.1. Then we have Tyrese Maxey, and I'm seeing Tyrese Maxey drop, y'all. He's about on par for both ESPN and Fantrax, 19.3 for ESPN, his is ADP, and then for Fantrax is 21.6 with an average blend of 20.5. Then we have Jalen Williams, Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley. Wow, man, I'm taking Evan Mobley. I'm looking for Evan Mobley. And for ESPN, he's at 34.9, where for Fantrax, he's at 20.1 with an average of 27.5. Pascal Siakam, 22.3 for ESPN, but over on Fantrax, 33.5. You want to pay attention to this kind of stuff, guys. These are the signals that we want to give that attention to. Then we have Paolo Banchero closing out the second round at 22 for ESPN, 35.6, obviously not valued as high for category leagues. So that's why he's a lot lower there. And then the average blended score of 28.2. Now we're leading off the third round here. We got De'Aaron Fox at 24 for ESPN, way lower for Fantrax at 34.1, a blended score of 29.1. And then we have the rookie, King Cooper Flag over here. Let me get this scroll down a little bit. Then we have King Cooper Flag over here at 22.9 for ESPN, way lower on Fantrax at 36.7, blended score 29.8. And then we got one of my favorite players, Yemen's in them, Alperen, the Goon. Shin Goon goes at 31.4 for ESPN, 29.5 for Fantrax, an average of 30.5. So that's pretty, that's pretty similar positions that he's going in both platforms. Then we got a player that I'm super high on for points leagues and category leagues. Amin Thompson goes at 35.1 for ESPN, a lot higher at Fantrax for 28.9. And overall, we got my man Amin Pray to Heaven Thompson at an average of 32, a blended score of 32. Then we got Bam Bam Adebayo at 36.5 for ESPN, 28.6 for Fantrax, and then a blended score of 32.6. Jaren Jackson Jr., Jaylen Brown, Chet Holmgren, Tyler Hero, Derek White, LaMelo Ball. And then we got Nikola Vucevic rounding out that third round with a 31.9 for ESPN, and then a very low 45.7 for Fantrax, and then an average blend of 38.8. And then we'll cover the fourth round and probably do a few more players just to get you 50 here. We got Franz Wagner leading off at 38.1 for ESPN, and then for Fantrax, he's at 42.4, and then that's an average of 40.9. So that's pretty balanced. Then we got Yamens in them. Ja with the blicky in the club on the live stream. Morant at 35.5 for ESPN, 46.1 for Fantrax. Reason? Because he's known as a points league player. He's going to go lower on Fantrax, and most likely because Yahoo doesn't have it broken down by points versus categories, or Roto. It's just one big draft, and then they gather all that data. He'll be very low on Yahoo once those numbers come out as well. Blended score of 40.8. Then we have my man, Josh, the Giddy, over here at 53.2 for ESPN, 30.8 for Fantrax. What? That is wild. And then an average blend of 42. Then we got Jalen Johnson at 57.4 for ESPN. That's crazy. ESPN players, when you are in those draft rooms, the earlier you draft, the better chance you have to take advantage of this. You need to move him up. Take him in maybe the second round, top of the third at the latest. For Fantrax, he goes at 30.6, and then his blended score is 44. Then we got Austin Reeves, Josh Hart, Desmond, bring the pain, Bane at 49.3 for ESPN, 41.5 for Fantrax, and then a blended score of 45.4. Okay. Then we got your men's in them, DeMar, Not Like Us, DeRozan. You a fan, freaking out. DeMar goes at 35.5 for ESPN, which is pretty high, and then very low for Fantrax at 63.5, and then a blended score of 49.5. Your man Zubats from the Clippers at 55.2 for ESPN, 46.6 for Fantrax, blended score of 50.9. I love that. Then we got Dyson, the Merchant of Theft Daniels, aka the Bergala, over here at 69.6 for ESPN. Y'all got to get it together, y'all. And then 34.9 for Fantrax, a blended score of 52.3. Another player, just like Jalen Johnson. They sleeping on these Hawks in ESPN. You want to move him up as well. And then to round out the fourth round, we got Kawhi Busted Thigh Leonard at 57.1 for ESPN, 48.4 for Fantrax, and then a blended score of 52.8. So I'm going to give you two more players just so we can round out that top 50. We have Joel Embiid, and then we have Miles Turner. Joel Embiid at 62.4 for ESPN, 48.9 for Fantrax, blended score of 55.7. And then Miles at 73.6 for ESPN, way higher on Fantrax for 39.3. 56.5 is his blended score. Friendly reminder, we're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. We're also giving away all of these cards: a rookie Tyrese Halliburton card, a rookie Tyrese Maxey card, a rookie LaMelo Ball card, a rookie Evan Mobley card, and we're also giving away a rookie Anthony Edwards card. And then we're going to do a mystery PSA that we're actually allowing people to vote on. These are the cards that we're giving away. We're giving away a Josh Okogie autographed PSA 9. We can also possibly give away the Purple Shock rookie Jordan Poole card here, PSA 9. We also have a PSA 10 Tyler Hero card that we're willing to give away. And then the one that really people are voting for right now on our YouTube page, they're voting for this rookie Cade Cunningham PSA 9. This looks like this will be the mystery card. If you want to enter to win any of these prizes, all you have to do is visit BelieveInFantasy.com. You'll get an automated email with a short survey. You fill out that survey, share your email, and we will enter you to win one of the prizes, hopefully. And make sure you stay tuned in, because every month we're going to have giveaways this season. Now check out this playlist with all of our ranking videos.